Hello everyone, this is Srikanth Rajan from AR Pro Academy and welcome back to yet another important video. One of the major challenges that we all face as a person working in the sales department is the negotiation. Many of us try to run away from that, but let us try to understand why it is getting difficult for you and let us try to understand a better way to handle it so that you can win negotiation easily with your customer. So here are a few tips before we go into that. Remember, AR Pro is the world's largest network of professionals from the auto industry, and if you are not an AR Pro yet, go to our website autoretailpro.com and register yourself to become a free member. So like I told you earlier, negotiation is something that a lot of people find tough in the sales field. So I'm breaking it down into simple structure so that it becomes easier to handle that. One of the major mistakes a lot of us do is that we try to negotiate in general. That is, for example, if I am a sales consultant selling a car and I have a customer who is looking to buy that, I start negotiating in general. That is, I have a model A and I would tell him this model A would be available at X price. Now, this is something that has to be avoided. Like I told you in the previous video, you are going to personalize the entire car for the customer. The personalization includes the variant, the color, the accessories that goes into it, the insurance package the customer wants, and the finance package that the customer wants. So all these aspects come together in a package. And when you talk about negotiation, it has to be done only after this entire package has been finalized by the customer. In fact, something I've seen in the market today is as soon as a customer arrives at the dealership and looks at the car, test drives the car, the first thing he would do is ask for the discount. And our generous salespeople actually tell out whatever the offers are applicable to the car. And he or she might also tell that we could get a better discount by talking to the manager. But that's not the way, guys. If you're working in the sales field, I would say stop depending on your seniors. Yes, completely stop depending on your seniors, because as long as you depend on your senior for closing a sale, you are not given any importance in the organization. It is only when you start handling your customers completely independently when you start growing in the organization. So it's very important that you're independent and not dependent on any colleagues or seniors. For that, like I told you, finalize the car first. So when a customer says, I want to understand the discount on this car, ask him, which variant do you want? Let's finalize. Take a paper, write down all his requirements. Like I told you earlier, the variant, the color, the accessories, insurance package, finance, what kind of down payment he's looking for, what kind of EMI he's looking for. So all these data has to come on a paper so that you know what exactly is the package that you need to give him. So work out a complete package individually and give a quotation with the complete list price. Yes, I am repeating, the list price and not the discounted price. So you're giving an entire quotation with the list price without any discount and tell him that we will discuss about the discounts when we are finalizing on this. Why am I telling you this? Remember, every car has a different price. For example, if you have a model A with X variant in stock, if you have a Y variant which is not in stock and your customer is looking for the Y variant of the same model A which is not there in stock, how can you offer some discount there? In fact, you don't even have a car in the allocation. And what is the point in discussing discounts when you don't even have the car and you don't even know when the car is coming? So always remember, the negotiation has to happen after you have finalized the car. It has to be for a particular car. Any price that you give to the customer has to be for that one particular car and nothing else. So tell this clearly to the customer as well. The deal that we're going to talk about is for this particular car, this chassis number. So this is what I'm going to work a deal for you. Because depending on the color of the car, the variant of the car, the availability of the car, whether it's in my stock or not in my stock. So all these factors depends on the pricing of the car. And it can also depend on the aging of the car. That is how old the car is in the stock. So if you have a car which is a year older in the stock, probably you can work out a better discount for that. So one very important thing that you have to drive into your mind is that the discount that you're talking about is only for one particular car and not a generic statement for the entire model or variant. So until you finalize this one particular car, you are not going to offer or talk about any discount. I hope you got the point right. Okay, now what happens if this particular car that the customer is asking is not in stock? Well, this is a mistake a lot of us do. We try to negotiate on that, a car which is not even available in stock, and finally close a deal. And by the time the actual car gets allotted, that is even built to your dealership, and by the time the car comes, if there is any change in the prices, yes, there could be change in the tax structure, there could be change in the raw material prices, so the entire prices might change. So what will happen then? That is when most of us get complaints from customer. I would say we are to be blamed when we get complaints like that from the customer, because we have not informed him or her that the price is finally depend upon, the price will finally depend upon the prices prevailing on the day of billing to the customer. Yes, this is something that has to be importantly conveyed to the customer. Why am I repeating this? Because many a times we have these complaints servicing in most of the dealerships and we don't have a solution. The mistake is on our part. So let us avoid this from now on and ensure that this is communicated to the customer clearly. How many times it has happened to you that you took booking for a car which was not in stock, and by the time the car arrived in stock, the booking was cancelled because the customer's mind changed or he got a better discount. You lost your entire result to your hard work done. So that's exactly why I tell you that always focus on selling cars which is in stock at the dealership, or which is at least in transit to the dealership. Any other car that you have taken a booking for is of no use, because it is just like throwing a stone into the bush. You may get the deal or you may not. And believe me, most of the time, the customers who's booked the car and waited for a car, they do cancel it in a few days. And if you want the actual result to all the hard work that you have put in to complete a deal, I would say try to take booking for a vehicle which is in stock. The variant, the color, everything which is in stock. This way, your dealership also would love to clear off the stock as early as possible and might even help you to get a better discount. And if any of you who are looking to buy a car is watching this video, I would say the same thing. Always negotiate for a car that the dealer has in stock. I would say if you are okay to compromise with the variant or the color which is readily available, and I am sure the dealer will work out some good price for you. But before ending this video, I would like to tell you something very important. Automobile industry in India is one of the toughest and most competitive in the world. And with this kind of competition today, most of the dealers are selling cars at a very nominal profit. So there is nothing like doing a heavy discount on any car. And at this time, if you're looking for insurance or finance, I would suggest go with the dealership. Even they are ready to negotiate on the interest rates and the insurance to a certain extent. But again, don't be a hard negotiator. End of the day, both of you have to win. It is not just the dealer or the customer who has to win. Both of them have to win in the deal, and that is when we have a peaceful car ownership experience. And this is my message to all those people who are looking to buy a car. No dealer has huge margin, and most dealers are ready to give up the best that they can. But it should not be like you're going to kill them for discounts. They need to survive as well. So don't be very hard at negotiating, but yes, do negotiate. That's your right. And come to a win-win situation where it's both the dealer as well as the customer who wins. With that, I come to end of this video. But before that, remember to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to ensure that you get notified whenever we have a new video on the channel. If you have any questions, you can comment below this video and we will get back to you as soon as possible. With that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off. Until we catch up on the next video. Goodbye.